Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we are tackling Unit 1 of MJC 8. Understanding the history of the 18th century is the foundation for your entire paper. Whether you are reading Alexander Pope or Jonathan Swift, you cannot understand their work without knowing the world they lived in. This era is also called the Age of Reason or the Augustan Age. In this video, we will break down the four major pillars: the Restoration of 1660s, the Glorious Revolution of 1688, the rise of New Classicism, and the Age of Enlightenment. Let's get started. Step 1. The Restoration 1660s, the Return of the King. Basically, the restoration means to restore. In 1660s, the monarchy was brought back. For years, England was ruled by Oliver Cromwell and the Puritans, who were very strict. No dancing, no plays, no fun. But when King Charles II came back from France, he brought a love for art, fashion, and theatre with him. Literary change. Theatres reopened. For the first time, women were allowed to act on stage. The heroic couplet. Writers like John Dryden started using a very structured way of writing called the heroic couplet. Everything became more organized and polished. Step 2. The Glorious Revolution 1688. Power to the couple. Moving ahead to 1688, why is it called glorious? Because it was a revolution without a single drop of blood. King James II was removed because he was too authoritarian. His daughter Mary and her husband William took over. The result, the king was no longer all-powerful. Parliament became the real boss. Impact on writing. This created political stability. Authors started writing for the middle class, not just for the king's court. This is where the press and journalism started to boom. Step 3. The Classicism, the Augustan Age. Now let's talk about New Classicism or Neoclassicism. Writers like Alexander Pope felt that the ancient Greeks and Romans, Homer, Virgil, or Horace, were the masters of literature. The logic, they believed that to be a great writer, you must imitate the classics. The rules. Literature became very rule-bound. It had to be logical, witty, and perfectly structured. If the Elizabethans were about hurt and emotions, the neoclassicists were about brain and reason. Step 4. The Enlightenment, the Age of Reason. Finally, the Enlightenment. This was an intellectual movement that swept across Europe. Science over superstition. People started asking why instead of just believing. Isaac Newton discovered gravity. John Locke talked about human rights. Rise of the novel. Because people wanted to read about real life and facts, the novel became the most popular form of literature. This is the era of Daniel Defoe and Samuel Richardson. Let's talk about key points for exams. If you're writing an answer on this topic, make sure to mention these 5 points, okay? First one is shift from poetry to prose. The 18th century is the age of prose. Satire, it was the favorite weapon of writers to criticize society. Example, Gulliver's Travel. Middle class audience. Writing was now for common people, not just nobles. Urbanization. London became the center of literary life and coffee houses. Rationalism. Literature was meant to instruct, teach, and delight, entertain. To wrap it up, the 18th century started with the return of the king, restoration, moved to the power of parliament, glorious revolution, looked back at the ancients for inspiration, neoclassicism, and finally used science and logic to change the world, enlightenment. It was a journey from chaos to order and from emotion to reason. Important terms and concepts. Let's look at 3 difficult terms you might see in your paper. Heroic couplet, 2 lines of rhyming poetry written in iambic pentameter. Example, Alexander Pope's poems. Second, satire, using humor or irony to show that someone or something is foolish. Third, the coffee house culture. These were social hubs where writers met to discuss politics and literature. They were called penny universities because for a penny you could learn everything. Like quick revision section. Let's do a 60-second recap. 1660s, Charles II returns, theatres reopen. 1688, Glorious Revolution, constitutional monarchy begins. The Augustan label, named after Emperor Augustus because writers imitate Roman style. Newton and Locke, the superstars of the Enlightenment. That's it for today's deep dive into the 18th century. I hope this makes your MJC 8 Unit 1 much clearer. In the next video, we will start with the objectives and subjective question answers. So make sure you don't miss it. If this video helped you, hit the like button, subscribe for more like semester-wise notes, and share this with your batchmates. Good luck with your exams. I will see you in the next one. Study with smile.